the investigations. As you are aware of the fact, this incident has been condemned by our leadership at all stages, and as you know, when it happened, the President of Pakistan contacted the Prime Minister of India and not only condoled but offered unconditional help into the investigations. Prime Minister of Pakistan, Yusuf Raza Gilani Sahab, also did the same. He spoke to the Prime Minister of India, Foreign Minister of India, and offered the full support from Pakistan to India into these investigations. Let me tell you, sir, that Pakistan is already suffering in the hands of the terrorists. As we speak, we are still under the aggression of terrorists. What happened in India, it's highly condemnable. And we fully realize the pain which our Indian friends, people of India, the leadership, had to go through. And if you recall my first press conference, I offered unconditional support into the investigations. Our leadership is fully concerned and serious to bring all the culprits, indirectly and directly, whoever have taken part, to bring them to justice. And as you're aware of the fact that only 3 days back, the President and the Prime Minister of Pakistan has taken personal interest in it, and this investigation, I must say, is one of the investigations of a very high value. Normally, the FIRs or results are not explained at my level, but we feel responsible here to tell the world, to all international friends, the entire international community, we are serious, and all the action which has been taken so far will prove our sincerity. I must tell you that our goal is to bring these culprits to justice, and therefore we have to have tenable evidence. When I talk of evidence, I mean the evidence should stand the test of the court. It should be transparent, no victimization, and the evidence should speak itself. As I stated on the first day that we started our investigations through FIA, I would like to explain you here again why the investigation was started without registering a case. Because we received certain information which could not be converted into the FIR. We had two choices. Number one, we just go through the information and send back to India for more evidence, more information. But that would have not been taken into the right perspective. So what we thought, that we should start our own inquiry. Obviously, we needed the law to back us up. The only law available in our legal system was the FIA, in which FIA can register an inquiry and inquire into the events. That is exactly what was done. And the terms of reference which was set by the government, I will just read it again for you to refresh your memories. To establish legally verifiable credentials of suspects allegedly involved in terrorist attacks. Terms of reference which was given to the FIA to investigate. Because when you give some investigation, you have to give the terms of reference. So these are terms which were told to the FIA to investigate, so that have the guidelines. Second, to inquire into the available information supplied by India with the view to transform into evidence for further legal action. Collection of other related evidence for legal action according to the law of the country, meaning the law of Pakistan. And this is how this investigation started. On the 16th, I had the interim report within 10 days. We extended the time, and we wanted to ensure that if we register a FIR, it must be tenable, it must have some substance So therefore, we had to take the help of the Latvian. I am grateful to the Latvian. They have also put day and night in it, especially Law Minister Farooq Achanaik and Aga Saab, Secretary Law. And this is a combination effort by the law enforcers and the legal team that we have now lodged a FIR into this matter. As you're aware of the fact, the Mumbai attacks were between 26 and 28, and thereafter we received this information after about 48 days, and we acted on that, and the investigation started. I must tell you here, sir, we want to prosecute these people, these culprits, and bring them to justice. When I talk of prosecution, I mean we should have the evidence which is tenable. It is not a weak evidence. So therefore, whatever we could do on the available information, we have done it. We have arrested number of accused in it. Some are under investigation. Some may turn out to be witnesses, which I will be telling you in detail. Inquiry was conducted by a very high-level team headed by a rank of IG, Additional Director General of the FIA. And therefore, the information which has been brought and then converted into evidence, it's credible. We have now two portions of this investigation. One is in India and one is in Pakistan. Crime to the criminal relates to the incident which has happened in India. Some part of the conspiracy has taken place in Pakistan, and all those, according to the available information, most of them, they are in our custody. I will read out some of the details of the FIR, and forgive me if I do not take some names. That will be purely in the interest of the further investigation. It was reported by the Indian authorities through information conveyed by diplomatic channels that one Muhammad Ajmal Kassab, alias Abu Mujahid, along with his 9 other companions, carried out a terrorist attack at different premises in Mumbai on 26 to 28 November 2008. Ajmal Kassab was reportedly arrested alive while his 9 associates were killed in an encounter. The terrorists were allegedly trained and launched by one Zakiur Rehman Lakwi. Abu Hamza, Kafa, and other associates of an organization, Lashkar-e-Taiba, which is already banned organization for such attacks. According to the report, their handlers remained in touch with the terrorists for instructions through VoIP and satellite mobile phones, which also indicate connections with LET militants, including Abu al-Khama. The email accounts, which the details has already been made public, DakkanMujahideen@gmail.com, claiming responsibility of the attacks, was allegedly got created by Zarar Shah, communication coordinator of LET. During inquiry by the FIA, it transpired that one Khan, I'll not mention the name but I have the name, and one Riaz and one Hamad Amin Sadiq and their associates facilitated the acts of terrorism in Mumbai. In furtherance of their common intentions, the group of terrorists, including Ajmal Kassab, was facilitated by the accused persons and their associates